Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to senior night for Florida Christian's girls varsity soccer team. The girls are wearing red. FCS is in red, and Coral Shores is in white. There are 3 seniors on this girls' team. Chloe Chang, number 15. Esther Jones, number 8. And Victoria Bonilla, number 6. Ball's gone out for a throw-in. Victoria Bonilla throws it to Jones. Bonilla's going to follow up at the top of the box. She'll take a shot. It'll bounce into the keeper's hands. And the keeper punts it away. Esther Jones first to make contact with the ball. Couldn't quite control it. Now Aquila kicks it to Amador, who couldn't trap it. Bonilla's going to allow the ball to go out for a throw-in. Bonilla with a long throw to Rangel. She pops it over to Chloe Chang, the other senior. She's got the ball up top. Hits it through to Rangel, who chases it down. And Coral Shores' defender will kick it out for a throw-in. Here comes Aquila to throw the ball in. It's to Jones in the box. Aquila will now cross it. Looked more like a shot than it was a cross. And the keeper allows the ball to go out of bounds. This will be a goal kick. Usually in high school soccer, both teams try to understand how far the keeper is going to be able to kick these goal kicks. Whether to push further up the field or wait more towards the midfield line. It looks like Coral Shores is positioning themselves a bit closer to their goal box. So the ball just barely clears the first line of defense. Rangel trying to take the ball away from number 10 for Coral Shores. Jones drops the ball back to Bonilla, who kicks it into number 3. Oh, and this will be a throw in for Coral Shores. DeFranco challenging the ball. It'll go out for another throw in for Coral Shores.
Florida Christian bench, there's a game ball behind the Coral Shores bench. That is a game ball. We need to chase them. We are the home team. We're responsible for keeping soccer balls in the game.
And this ball's going to roll into the goal box. And Abby Nunez notices and comes out quickly to pick up the ball. She punts it downfield to Jones. Tried to trap the ball out of the air. Tough to do, which will try to make up for it by passing the ball to Bonilla. Couldn't get to the ball soon enough. DeFranco kicks it deep with her left foot. Now Aquila passes it back to, now it's to Jones. Aquila again, trying to play 1-2 with Jones. And there is some good link-up play happening there. DeFranco will clear it to number 3 for the Patriots. She kicks it, and number 22 for Coral Shores will touch it as it goes out of bounds. Bonilla calls for the throw-in. Jones again with the ball. She's had plenty of touches on the ball again. That's an errant pass from her. She challenges it, never gives up on the play. Aquila attempted to switch the ball over to Chang. Now Chang and Rangel trying to link up. Rangel's pass is a little too far in front of Chang. She tried everything she could to keep the ball in. And there's Chang again trying to keep the ball in bounds, but it'll go out for a Coral Shores throw-in. Jones in the middle of the park again to Chang. Giselle Thomas, number 12, to throw the ball in. There's some really good throwers on this Patriots team. And this ball's in a dangerous position. Given the throw we just saw from Giselle, this is essentially a set piece for the Patriots. Throws it deep to the penalty spot. Del Rio trying to get on the end of it. Coral Shores struggling to clear it, but number 3 is doing it all by herself. Bonilla trying to take the ball from number 3. She'll try to touch it wide. Number 3 goes to the ground and draws the foul. This will be a free kick for Coral Shores. Bit of a petty waste of time that we just saw there. Okay. Back to number 3, one of Coral Shores' most energetic players. Aquila trying to kick the ball away. Rangel attempting to link up with Esther Jones. It's back to Rangel. Gets it to Jones. She's got plenty of space. She kicks it over to Chang, her senior colleague. Chang shoulders off the challenge. She's down the right flank. And number 2 makes up the missed tackle she had earlier on Chang to kick the ball out for a throw-in. Here's Giselle Thomas, who threw quite the dangerous throw-in just a few plays ago. Backing it up, giving herself plenty of room to run onto this throw-in. There it is. It's at the top of the 6-yard box. And Coral Shores will lob it over Eileen Amador. Thomas and La Antigua did well to stop the attack for Coral Shores there. And FCS will regroup. There's another throw-in. Thomas on call again. Clear the ball away. This is DeFranco, who will use her right foot to clear it out for another throw-in. Slowly but surely, Coral Shores is pushing downfield. Seems like a pretty evenly matched game in terms of skill, in terms of impact players. Number 11 for Coral Shores tried to fight through this defense. from Lantigua and DeFranco, but it'll go out for a goal kick. Here's Abby Nunez for the goal kick. Gets it real deep downfield. Rangel was trying to trap it. And Chloe Chang gets the ball down line. Rangel couldn't reach it. Coral Shores trying to counter. That's a pretty nice skill from number 10 for Coral Shores. Esther trying to get the ball past number 30. Another double challenge from her. And they were trying to get the 1-2 with Aquila. And those final few passes are not quite there for the Patriots thus far in the game. Rangel really favors giving the ball to Chang. Seems that is one of her preferred options up front in this game, at least. FCS seemingly having the majority of the possession. They haven't created the most dangerous of chances, really. It's a decent punt from the Coral Shores goalkeeper. And DeFranco will kick it away. That was Del Rio trying to get on the end of the ball. DeFranco again using everything to kick the ball away. That time off of her kneecap. On the previous play, her shin. Here's Bonilla, who collides with number 3 for Coral Shores. And Rangel can't quite seem to get the turn of that counter to spring open Chloe Chang for an offensive chance. This will be another Coral Shores throw in down the far sideline from us. A bit of a change-up throw-in, if I've ever seen one. It's in Thomas's hands again for a throw-in. And Chloe Chang couldn't keep it in bounds. A bit of a throw-in war going on right now. Oh, and number 19 takes the blow, but she'll try to get downfield. Esther Jones never gives up on a play. Especially when she loses the ball, I think she feels the need to make up for it, to follow up loss of possession, whoever it is on her team. Almost no players on the right side of the field. Esther Jones gives it to Chang, who's trying to triangulate with Amador and Rangel. Esther Jones again, by my count, the most touches on the ball this game. She puts a good through ball for Bonilla, who tries to keep it in bounds. The referee's not called it out for a throw-in. And it's going to bounce to DeFranco, who will just whack it away. Here's Chang, trying to trap it. Hits her right foot. Amador doing well to hold off one of Coral Shores' players. And that was DeFranco on the challenge. Number 3 almost put herself into the clear. Jones passes the ball to Bonilla, who couldn't keep it in bounds. Number 3 with a quick throw into number 11. Oh, you saw what she was trying to do. She was trying to kick the ball to number 3 down the right flank. And Lantigua will win the ball back, but didn't get a good pass off. Rangel calling for Del Rio to go downfield. Rangel fights to get it back. Looking for some option. The ball gets a bit away from her. It's number 3 for Coral Shores. But it's given away by her defender. Chloe Chang moving the ball around. Bonilla calling for the pass upfield. Oh, and she misses her first touch. And that was a good pass from Rangel. But ends up amounting to nothing.
Make up for it. Okay. That worked. Okay, yeah, that way. I saw him hang out. Out on 3.
Amador not able to trap it. Here's number 3 again. Throws it downfield to number 11. Number 10 for Coral Shores trying to put number 11 through, but her own player blocks it. Now number 30 is going to turn it around. Number 11 having some decent hold-up play, but not much other support from her team. And DeFranco will find Aquila in the middle of the field. Can she put Chang through? Oh, quite nearly an offensive chance for Chang. Aquila will just boot it downfield. Really easy pickup for Coral Shores' keeper, who's trying to find number 3. One of the better players on Coral Shores. And there's a substitution here. Ashlyn Nunez is taking off number 11, Aquila. If you're not familiar with high school soccer, there's no limit on substitutions. Feels a bit more like basketball sometimes with how the substitutions work. So it's not the usual limit to 3 substitutions that we see in professional soccer. Rangel able to make something out of this from a tough spot on her own side of the field. And Chang having to have her own fight in the corner there. Amador trying to turn this into a counterattack. She whiffs on the kick. She'll give it back to Thomas, who looked like she was trying to give the ball to Jones, but it was intercepted. Ultimately, not a dangerous chance from Coral Shores, as it easily rolls into Nunez's hands. She can boot the ball past midfield, and the Patriots trying to capitalize on that. That's the recent substitution, Nunez on the field. Esther Jones, as I said, does not give up on the plays. Jones trying to put Del Rio through. Looked like 25 just fell to the ground there, to be honest with you. A decent ball from Jones. Del Rio was not able to be on the receiving end of it. Number 11 trying to hold the ball up. Number 3 putting herself in space when she kicks it out of bounds. That's quite the duel so far in this game between Bonilla and number 3 for Coral Shores. Bonilla gives the ball to Jones, one of their preferred central players. DeFranco looks like she's going to shield this ball out. Oh, and this will be red ball. A smart play from DeFranco to retain possession for the Patriots. Bonilla's trying to find Jones again. And this ball goes out. Coral Shores initially defending these throw-ins quite well. They can't seem to turn the plays around. They give away possession or kick it out of bounds once again. It's right to Jones's foot. Oh, she was trying to give it to Rangel. Ends up going directly to number 11 for Coral Shores. She's put number 30 in the clear. Abby Jones is out of her box. She'll boot it out of bounds to live to fight another day. Still 0-0 here. At the 20-minute mark, we'll be seeing a water break very soon. And here's a throw-in from Coral Shores. Number 9 and 2 trying to connect with each other. This ball somehow stays in bounds. Oh, Giselle with a great piece of skill to turn the ball around. And eventually, she just kicks it downfield. Nunez with the block. It's bounced to Del Rio. Can she keep the ball? Number 14 for Coral Shores gives it to 10. We found number 4 in space, but she let the ball get away from her. Coral Shores' keeper will pick this ball as it rolls easily to her. Pretty good punt. Eileen with a great touch off the initial bounce. Oh, she found Chloe Chang, who's trying to put Ashlyn through. Oh, it bounces right in front of her. Oh, not the quickest shot from her. But a great chance created from FCS. Amador found Chang. I don't know how that ball ended up at Chang's foot. But Chang also giving Ashlyn every bit the chance that she could to score after being initially shut on. Number 3 here almost put the ball past Nunez. And eventually number 11 will finish it off. That's been probably the most powerful connection, the greatest offensive threat that Coral Shores has shown so far in this game. And it seems justifiably so, understandably so. That's the pairing that ends up getting the goal. Okay, so we're going to do a water break here. And Coral Shores going up by 1-0, basically at the end of this first quarter, if you will.
Just a reminder that after the end of this first half, we're in the water break now. We will be having the senior ceremony for the 3 senior soccer athletes right after the end of the first half. Also, thank you for social distancing, keeping your distance here, following our protocol. We ask that during the halftime there only be parents down on the field with the 3 seniors for pictures as we recognize the senior athletes in our girls soccer program today. Thank you.
Good sign. basketball being 40-minute half. Where I'd be like, oh my god. Every time the ball goes out of bounds, it stops. Come on. Let's go! Yeah, it's good. It was on the 50 side. Come on, Chloe, use your head better.
It's okay, Patriots, let's go!
Bonilla, you're playing great.
This will be a goal kick for Coral Shores. They don't look the strongest on their goal kick, so FCS is trying to capitalize on that. Chang will get on the end of it. Oh, she's trying to put the ball in shooting range. She was pretty far away from goal. Over 30 yards away from my estimation. Amador passes it back to DeFranco, who's just trying to get rid of it. Oh, FCS has quite a few numbers on Coral Shores' side of the field. Esther Jones keeping the ball. She chucks it downfield to Chang. Couldn't keep the ball closer to her. And Lantigua gives it off to Amador. And it goes out for a throw-in. She was trying to pass the ball to Chang.
I think it's red ball. Red ball.
Oh, there's some substitutions going on here. That's a deep throw from Coral Shores. Giselle Thomas on the end of it. Couldn't get her hips around to keep the ball in bounds. So we'll go out for a throw-in. Here's another throw from Coral Shores. Amador gets it to Chang. Trying to put the moves on number 2 to get down the right flank. And this will be a free kick as a foul was called on Chang's run. A free kick for FCS. Right where the referee is standing, as you can see. It's about 30 yards out. A few yards from the sideline is where Rangel is putting this ball. Oh, this is in a good spot. Oh, and Amador's wide open. She hits the ball off her thigh and then skies it over the goal. That was FCS's highest percentage chance so far in my book. They had 2 great ones with Nunez, Ashlyn Nunez, number 4, and Amador just now, number 13. FCS at least knows that they are creating the chances to put themselves back in this game. This will be a throw-in for FCS as the early cross was kicked out by Coral Shores' defense. Eventually the Patriots get a corner kick out of this. Patriots seem to have some kind of play established. They have a place to stand at the top of the goal box. It hit Lantigua's head. She couldn't get full contact off of it. And here's Hernandez tracking the ball down. She gives it back to Amador. Oh, she was trying to get around it to Lantigua or Jones. It goes to neither. Here's number 3 for Coral Shores. I think she's going to kick the ball into space and just run past DeFranco. Oh, and she was trying to get it across field to number 11. Jones in the backfield now with a strong challenge on number 3, who almost had the ball to number 11. Amazing defense from Esther Jones. Namely, the sheer effort she displayed in getting back. A true box-to-box midfielder, as they call them.
This one's red. Less than 25, I think.
Less than 25 what?
Power.
Minutes or percent?
Well, I pressed the button, it's red, and it's red on 75, so that's what I'm guessing.
I really hope you brought 2 power adapters and not just 1.
It might be that I'm stupid and it's at 75% battery, but
Okay.
let's just go with that.
Well, we need one for both.
For both?
Yeah. Look.
I'll see if I can call. Are you serious? That's not a good number. I'll call him. I'm calling for a second hit. I'm trying. I'll try and be more better.
It's not far enough. That's not. We have an extension cord. Give me that extension. No. Here's Chang, who's giving the ball to Pacheco, who was subbed on recently. And here's Kirsten, and a bit of a duel. A really soft call from the referee. And both players making just as much a challenge on each other as the next guy. This is 22 from Coral Shores. And get the ball near midfield. Hernandez with the first touch, but it's kicked away by Coral Shores' number 30. This is a substitution. So Hernandez is off. And Sofia Neto is coming on field now. She's trying to find what her assignment is. Bonilla throws it directly at number 3. And there's a clash between them. Looks like sometimes some of the players just stop. They look around, and you find Esther Jones is still going. Bonilla, number 3, having quite the game against each other. Rangel wanted the easy pass to her. Number 11 was trying to open it up for number 3. And now this is turning into attack for the Patriots. And look like there was a miscommunication between Pacheco and Rangel. Sofia Neto's pass was seemingly going to either of them, and neither of them took the ball into their own possession. And here's Pacheco again after a long throw from Giselle. Ends up forcing a kick out of bounds for the throw-in. Here comes Giselle again. She's having quite a bit of time on the opposing end of the field. Oh no, this will be Jones who will throw it in. She opts for the throw into Rangel, who wants to move a little bit and tries to put the ball on goal, but it'll go wide to the right post. It goes out for a goal kick for the Patriots. Excuse me, for Coral Shores. While Coral Shores have struggled with their goal kicks, FCS has yet to really capitalize. And that's Sofia Neto, who was recently subbed on. He's challenging a couple of the Coral Shores defenders, and they could not deal with it. Ends up going out for a throw-in. Bonilla trying to throw it to Neto. Bonilla challenging 30. There's number 3, who's got skill. And this is a foul called on number 3. Excuse me, on Bonilla. Committed to number 3. So here's 22 from Coral Shores for the free kick. And it'll just go straight out of bounds there. Here's Bonilla. Throws the ball to Amador. Gives it away. Number 3 just was trying to find number 11 there. Rangel calling Neto to move upfield. Tries to cut it past number 22. She deals with Rangel's moves well enough to get the ball away. And now FCS has got to clear the ball. Not the best clearance from DeFranco, but it ends up going to Giselle Thomas's feet. Was trying to get this ball away to Chang or Jones. But it'll go out for a Coral Shores throw-in. It's 1-0 still in Coral Shores' favor. There's about 2 minutes left in this first half. Giselle Thomas trying to put Pacheco through. Got to admire the effort from Giselle Thomas, even if it didn't end up working out for her. Throw-in goes over Amador's head. And number 11's in a pretty dangerous spot, trying to get the ball to number 3, who's got a one-on-one matchup with Bonilla. She'll cut the ball back to number 4, but DeFranco will chip the ball up in an attempt to clear it. Esther Jones fighting for it, puts Neto through. She understands spacing of passes quite well, as Neto just trying to put the ball past her opposing player. It's another throw in from Coral Shores at number 3 down line. And Bonilla will throw it into Neto. It looked like it hit her hand, honestly. Coral Shores still struggling to clear this ball. Eventually, they kick it out of bounds. A no-nonsense clearance, if you will. And the Coral Shores defender, it was going to go out for a goal kick, but she ends up kicking it away. All right. FCS will take that. Short throw to Jones. It's at the top of the box on the left corner. And Bonilla gives it to Neto. Number 4 dribbling the ball out of her own box. Bonilla challenges it. And that's Rangel coming from behind the Coral Shores defender. It's finally cleared out on the ground to Coral Shores' number 11. Number 3 absorbing contact from DeFranco. And she's ahead. She's got speed. She's trying to put her shoulder around DeFranco. Couldn't get it quite on the end of it. She's going to have more chances in this game, I'm sure. A very dangerous player from Coral Shores, number 3 is. Jones passes it right back to Bonilla, who puts Jones through. Oh, she kicked it away on the pass from Bonilla. I think Rangel's going to try to dribble here. She gives it to Pacheco. Bonilla's at the end of it. Amador fighting for it. She's in the middle of the field. She fakes the pass to Lantigua as she thought she was too well covered. And there's the halftime whistle from the referee. We will be back for the second half. In the meantime, during this halftime, the seniors for FCS will be honored on field, and we'll also be capturing that moment for you guys.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, all of our fans and parents. Thank you for coming today to our senior night. My name is Fernando. I am the girls' varsity coach. And today we got the honor to present to you 3 seniors that are unfortunately graduating from our program. I'm not going to coach them again. So we're going to start with probably one of the tiniest players in the team. When I first picked her, I had my doubts, I have to admit, but as the years passed, she became more aggressive, more determined, and more confident, and now she's a starter. Victoria Bonilla. 4 awesome years, Victoria. Next up from the island of Saipan, international player for the national team of Saipan. We've had her 3 years in our program. She's actually from South Carolina. Her name is Esther Jones. Looking to play on after high school. We are going to miss you, Esther. And next up, I've had the honor to coach her for 5 years. She started as a midfielder for us. She's actually playing midfield today again. But she's a natural center back. Very skilled, very composed, very determined. We are going to miss you. Chloe Chang. Once again, thank you all for coming and joining us. And just a quick reminder, you're at the sidelines, fans or players, you need to wear your mask. Thank you.
Don't cry. skip the makeup.
I want to practice. I think it's just fun, like, after I'm leaving, but like when I get home. Like when that's it. When you're like, oh shoot, I think that's not very fun. Yeah, like being with everybody.
Right? No, but someone like her, I'm not gonna assume your gender. You have your son. I want to make sure you guys are okay. I'll watch our back. Yeah, I'm probably, bro. They do flank it. Like 12 forward. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 50! Oh, but now Bonilla's over there. No way. Bonilla 6. Yeah, number 6! Go Bonilla!
Why does 15 have a highlight on it?
That's just number 8. Yeah, that's just number 8. Yeah, number 8! Yeah!
A lot of people's numbers. How do you know about the
Chloe, number 8, on us out! Chloe, pay attention to the game! Oh, go! Run! Run! Okay, Esther.
You're from this side, from your white top.
Chloe, put me in! Hold up, Christian. Hey, yo, Chloe, hype me up! Vaya, Bonilla! Yeah, whoever's on the sign! Oh, Mangum! Don't do it to him! Oh, get back! Run that way, run! Where's the ball going? Foul! Where's the ball going? Oh! Not that way! Don't do it to him, Chloe! Oh! Yeah, that hurt. I'd be on for the game. Oh. Somebody get it! Oh. Wait, kick the ball. Yo, Katie says so. Use your hands! Technically, not your sport. Hey, Danny, you don't play this sport anymore. Huh? You don't play this sport anymore. Next thing you know, he's gonna have a win. Come on, go, ball. Down! Yeah, get the ball. Where's it going? Where's the ball going?
Zoomed out.
Home run! Go!
So that zoomed out is good. So you can
Get it! Yeah! You tell them! Yeah! Go, Glory!
What do you say if you watch?
Soccer lives matter! There's no double dribbles.
You want to do it? You can't just go. You guys work it. So watch. You're going to have one hand here on this side.
How you doing? Keep it going. Look where we at, goalie!
There. So now, remember, zoomed out. And then zoomed out. I know it's so close. You see how really ain't it? Don't do that. Watch. It's a better strategy than this.
There's not really like, hey, they're trying, you guys.
That. One hand here, or if you want to go like this. Have one hand here, not like this. That's bad. One hand this. It's a lot easier to control that way. So watch.
Second half has been underway here. Still 1-0 in favor of Coral Shores. But the crowd has had some exciting moments for them.
After the game, the kid didn't, I watched it on the, you're not going to shake my hand, he goes, are those your friends? I was like, yeah.
Jones shields it out for the throw-in. And Mikhail trying to go downfield. It's eventually kicked away by 22 from Coral Shores. O'Neal is trying to get the ball to Ranikel's feet. I think FCS understands and depends on Ranikel's presence in the game quite a bit. Ranikel down the left side again. Just trying to shield the ball away on number 3, who absorbs the challenge from Ranikel and kicks it away. Number 3 is trying to kick the ball away. And there are 3 Patriots tracking down the ball. Number 19 for Coral Shores couldn't get a clean kick away to number 30. Now it's 11. She's trying to put number 3 through, but DeFranco reads it. Oh, and number 19 was caught offside, really unnecessarily from her. She had a pretty good chance had she been onside, excuse me. Jones trying to turn the ball around. She's got it to Amador. Now it's back to Jones. Another pass to Amador. Oh, and Aquila was trying to pass the ball to Chang down the right side. Here's Coral Shores with the throw-in on the right side. Number 3 on the end of that throw-in. Doesn't get to her, and Rangel's blazing down the left side of the field. Trying to touch the ball around. She's got Amador and Del Rio. Oh, she was trying to juke another player. That really excited the fans. Oh, and Del Rio would just let the ball roll out of bounds. Here's Aquila trying to get the ball off the bounce. Chang blocks the clearance from number 2. But it went out for a throw-in. Oh, it looked like a handball from number 10. Amador follows up her loss of possession with a block. Oh, and Thomas is out of position a bit. Number 19 could not keep the ball in bounds. And this will be a throw-in. Thomas on this right-hand sideline for the Patriots. It's a substitution.
Tell me I'm wrong.
We should make an underwater basket.
Here we have 2 young players coming on the field for the Patriots. Number 5, Sofia Cueto, a 9th grader. And number 21, Isabella Del Rio. Oh, this ball's in the box. Rangel is trying to get to it. She kicked around number 19. And eventually the goalkeeper will pick it up. Really impressive effort from Rangel to even put a chance on goal there. Oh, Jones gives the ball away. Number 3 and 11. This 2-headed attack from the Patriots. She couldn't get a good shot off enough to get it past Nunez. She also had number 11 in the middle. Opted not to pass it to her that time. Number 11 being the goal scorer in this game, the lone goal scorer. There's a throw-in from Coral Shores. Number 10 turns the ball around. Bonilla was there to challenge number 3. Amador and Jones chipping away at the defense in the middle of the park. Rangel was trying to turn it around. I think she wants to juke again. And the ball gets away from her. Now Coral Shores is into the attack. A really short pass from number 30. Lantigua intercepts. Tried to pass the ball away to Rangel. And now it's at Jones's feet, showing her patience. Oh, she's trying to put Cueto through. I don't think Cueto understood exactly where she needed to be standing there. Rangel will just try to kick it away. It runs into Aquila. There's Cueto. Aquila with a challenge on the center back for Coral Shores. Ends up being not much of an attack for the Patriots. A threatening attack, that is. There's number 3 with a nice first touch pass to number 10. Let the ball get away from her. And there's a foul called on number 9, Lantigua, for the Patriots. And number 3 looks to me an experienced player, understands how to draw a foul. She's done that a few times in this game.
That's a yellow card.
Number 22 just takes the ball away. DeFranco in a bit of trouble. She'll clear the ball across the center of her own side. Oh, number 11 was just trying to lay the ball off to number 3.
Go, Floyd, get it.
Rangel with the read on that throw in to challenge it. And number 3 for Coral Shores was in a good spot, but the through ball was not quite precise enough for the ball to be kept in bounds. This ball somehow stays in. Rangel going downfield. There's Bonilla's throw to Rangel. Hits her thighs and rolls out of bounds.
So they like, the benches would always be there. So my 8th year, the first year I played up and that where the benches are was all like silver dirt, white dirt. It wasn't even grass. So I was there, like at the 8th grade, never playing outfield, not knowing where to go, and then just like 2 tracks of dirt. You don't think that hard.
Coral Shores kicks the ball away. And DeFranco with another really high ball on that clearance. Lots of hang time. It's difficult to trap the ball. This was more of a line drive clearance. Rangel with someone behind her. Couldn't keep the ball. She just took a swing at the back of number 10's leg there. I think the coaches for FCS are saying to the rest of the team, you've got to tell Carmen Rangel when she's got a defender coming on her. Usually what the call is other players communicate to that player, they say man on. Man on, man on. When a opposing player is close behind and perhaps out of that player's vision, peripheral vision or behind them. In a professional game, sometimes the crowd participates in the man-on call. Oh, this ball's in not the best spot for the Patriots. It looks like Amador's just going to try and kick this out. Number 11 gets on the end of it and takes a shot from a really tight angle. Nunez saves it. It's at Bonilla's feet. Hits Rangel in the knee. It stops a bit of the momentum of the attack. And she comes in on number 3 there. Couldn't keep the ball at her feet. We're at the 22-minute mark. 22 minutes left in this game. Really at the 18-minute mark if I was being accurate. 18-minute mark of this second half. Abby Nunez with this goal kick.
Ready for it? I drove to go get I went to my house.
As Chloe Chang and Michelle Mendez are subbed on field. Antigua's got some work to do here to clear this away. She's got number 19 challenging her. It hit 19 on the way out, and Antigua celebrates that it went out for a throw-in in her favor. There's Jones with lots of confidence on the ball. Got it to Amador. And now Chloe Chang just subbed on. Relatively fresh legs. That's a decent trick from Chang to keep the ball for a throw-in.
Play 4.
It's thrown into number 24 for the Patriots, who also recently subbed on, Gabriela Neto. And you're trying to get around number 3. For me, best player of this game in terms of her production. Number 3 for Coral Shores, that is. Here's Amador. Just trying to find her forwards downfield. Jones and Cheng challenging. Number 11 for Coral Shores had a really good opportunity to get number 3 into open space. But the pass was not precise enough. And that throw-in marks the last water break of this game. We are entering the essentially the 4th quarter of this match. It's 1-0. Coral Shores leads over FCS. This is senior night for the Patriots. It'll be a great opportunity for them in this 4th quarter if they could tie the game. And at best, go ahead by a goal. Seal his game for a win on senior night. So we've restarted play of this second half. In the last 20 minutes of this senior night for the Patriots. The referee blew for a free kick. FCS putting all but 2 players on the other side of the field. Trying to mount an attack here. Antigua's ball bounces to Amador, bounces off her knee. And there's Chang. She's in pretty good space. I think she wants to move on the ball. She kicks it away. Number 3. Gotta be honest with you, the referee on this left side of the field calls some of the most unbelievable calls. I think sometimes he blows a whistle and the players are surprised that a foul was committed against them. Number 3 didn't even go to ground there, but called a foul anyway. Bonilla and Amador trying to work it out between each other. That was Jones that challenged number 4. I think the referee's playing on here. And that was DeFranco going to ground. Trying to get the ball away. Number 4 for Coral Shores. Staying down. And their coaches are coming to inspect her.
I'm a game day player. I perform on game day. I perform on game day. My name, my guy. Like, you know, I've never heard of 5 o'clock dinners. 5 o'clock dinners are people who only do good in practice. I'm the other way around. I'm a 7 o'clock guy. I don't do good in practice.
Actually scores like 4 goals.
Dude, I get in the game and I just go awesome. I see breaks someone's ankle.
You know, you quit baseball and
You know who's dirty at soccer? Stadi? Perez? Dirty. That's all he played in Cuba. Oh wait, someone's hurt.
Oh, you see that? Yeah! Hey,
And we restarted play very quickly. Lantigua gets the drop ball and goes at it. It looks like the Patriots have switched Rangel into goal as she plays both. Okay, Rangel drawing out the opposing player for some reason. Her team is down by a goal with about 15 minutes left. Taking precious time off the clock. They put Nunez up front. That's 25. Abby Nunez, who has been in goal for this whole game, is now center forward. Might have the best kicking leg on this team. That'll be a weapon that hopefully the Patriots can use in their favor. It's gone out for a throw-in. Bonilla with a throw-in to Nunez, and the referee calls a handball.
What are you? A freshman? We wouldn't know that.
Oh, this ball's kicked downfield. Grankel is out of her box. Oh, man, she chipped it over. Number 3 was trying to just get it back in bounds to number 11. She was disappointed she didn't keep that ball in because Grankel was nowhere near her own goal. It was a wide open goal. O'Neal with the throw in, it goes over Amador's head. Amador follows up with a challenge. Pretty heavy contact there between her and 25 for Coral Shores. Nunez all the way back, trying to start the attack with a defensive interception. Can she get the ball to Del Rio? No, she can't. DeFranco makes initial contact with the ball. It bounces to 11. Trying to give the ball to 33 down the left side. She cuts it past Thomas and she just kicks it into space. And that's Esther Jones all the way back again with another great tackle. Jones just hits the ball a little bit upfield. Get it away. Thomas had defender right in front of her. Gets it past her, but it goes out for a throw in Coral Shores' favor. That was Amador who hit it with her chest. Chang will just boot it down line into space. Number 18 does the same as Chang. Oh, and Del Rio kicks it down to Jones, who keeps it in bounds. Jones puts a bit of a move on her. Oh, and it hit Jones just as it was going out of bounds. Nunez following up the ball. Pretty close to her arm there. Surprised the handball wasn't called. Number 33 was absolutely surrounded by FCS's players. Nunez was just trying to dink the ball through to Jones. Oh, and both of these players are onside. Rankel's out. With a long kick downfield. Jones trying to get on the end of it. That's Del Rio after 22 for Coral Shores. Hits it first. Jones gives it to Nunez. Nunez staying on her feet. Trying to get the ball past the center backs for Coral Shores. She kicks it into space for Neto. Excuse me, I've been calling number 7 Mendez, Del Rio. That was wrong. Number 21 is Isabella Del Rio, and number 7 is Michelle Mendez. My apologies. Neither team really seeming to have the edge over each other in terms of being able to finish chances. Granted, it's a 1-0 game. I think Coral Shores just has a little bit of the edge in terms of chemistry between players. Number 3 and number 11 for Coral Shores have been dangerous quite a few times against the Patriots. Jones is just going to kick it into space and put on the afterburners. Can she finish it? She'll put it over the goalie and it's in! What a goal from Jones! The senior who equalizes! An incredible individual effort from Jones, who just kicked it past the center back for Coral Shores and runs around her, looking like an F1 overtake, and then puts it in the top right corner. What an individual play from Jones. And just as I was saying, that neither team seeming to have that edge over each other and the impact players for Coral Shores, number 3 and number 11 being the difference for them. FCS, gotta say Jones, the obvious difference maker for them now. She's been on both sides of the field She's been on the ball many times, putting her players in good position, putting herself in good position. And there she is rewarded for her efforts with a goal. And now the morale has really shifted in the stands here. Oh, it looks like Cheng has pulled I don't know what's going on, a hamstring. But she's injured. Uh-oh, this is a pretty dangerous spot here. Rangel will kick it over, number 11, to Amador in midfield. Lantigua gives it to Jones, the goal scorer now. Tries to put a move on it. Oh, Nunez almost blocked that clearance from number 18. Could have put herself into space. And that's Kirsten Hernandez with a really gutsy move to turn the ball around like that. And she executed very well. And now Coral Shores is number into space. Number 11 kicks it wide of the net. Oh, what a chance for Coral Shores. Number 22 with a really nice through ball to number 11. Number very, very nearly putting a dagger in the heart of FCS with that effort. Here's Rangel with the goal kick. Just put it left of Bonilla. And there's number 3 linking up with 11 again. That's their deadly combo. And number 30 was trying to put number 3 through into the box. She was surrounded by FCS defenders, and Rangel will pick it up. Rangel kicks the ball away. And that's Amador challenging. She couldn't get the pass off to Jones. And there's Kirsten Hernandez upfield. Oh, and Gia DeFranco with a touch on the ball that was behind her back. And Bonilla gets the ball to Hernandez. Can she turn it around to Nunez? There's Lantigua. Now to Bonilla down the left side. She's challenging for the ball. This will be a throw-in for FCS. There's about 8 minutes left in this game. It's 1-1. Bonilla throws it to Nunez. She's just trying to turn it around. Oh, and that's Mendez on the right post. Can the keeper get out to it? bit of a silly play by my evaluation. And there's a substitution here. Sofia Cueto is coming back on the field. And she took off, who was that? She took off DeFranco, who's played almost his whole game at center back. There's Nunez. Oh, she's keeping the play alive with that sliding challenge. But the goalie picks it up. Goalie punts away. Jones trying to get on the end of it, challenging number 10 for Coral Shores. Okay, the referee's calling a throw-in for Coral Shores as both teams looked like they were accepting it was an FCS throw-in. Oh, there's number 11. She's got number 3 in space. She kicks herself into space. She's got 4 people on the left post. Oh, and that's a great play from number 3. She has been relentless all game. And she's just put her team up by a goal. 2-1 now in Coral Shores' favor. With 6:45 left on the clock. That's not the official time. The referees have it on field. Oh, play was stopped for a substitution. Okay. Chloe Cheng standing at midfield for a substitution. There's Kirsten. She touches it through. This is turning out to be a bit of an exciting end to this game. We've had 2 goals in this final 20-minute period. The ball's at the feet of Jones, who gets it past 22. Jones puts Nunez through. Oh, she slides in on it. A really tough challenge. Oftentimes that's a yellow or even red card. Challenging the goalie, it's almost an automatic yellow card. I'm shocked there's not even a yellow card being given here. Those are, like I said, almost automatic yellow cards, challenging the goalie. This is a challenge even inside her own 6-yard box. Has to be a yellow card. I really hope that player's okay. Yeah, she's really hurt. There's no time wasting here because the clock is paused right now. It's not the same as professional soccer. So she can't be accused of time wasting here. Nunez was just trying to do everything she can to give her a chance and give her team a chance of equalizing. Well, really, in this case, it was too much. Hopefully not seriously injuring the goalkeeper for Coral Shores. Interested to see who they would be replacing her with. She's still on the floor in pain. Okay, she's turned around now.
There was 7 minutes.
Needing the assistance of the trainer to get up.
There was 7 minutes left in the class, and Miss Diaz was like, "Oh, we're not gonna celebrate today. We'll just have to."
She's trying to walk off on her own strike. She's just hopping now.
The deadline? She's like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Kaden, what about you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll finish Sunday." She goes, "The deadline's
I've never seen a hop all the way from someone's own goal box to the sideline.
I literally walked around. I was like, "Hey, kid, you worked out?" "Yeah." "Okay."
That's one of the most impressive feats of athleticism we've seen tonight. A one-legged hop all the way from her own 6-yard box to the sideline. Okay. I think the teams are trying to... Coral Shores is trying to figure out who they're subbing on as goalkeeper. It looks like Coral Shores is, I think the coach just said to her team, put everybody back. Park the bus, as it were. I guess the player with the penny is going to be goalkeeper. She doesn't even have gloves on. I guess her teammate was not willing to share the gloves with her. This might be just what FCS needed to stay in this game. It's got to be said, that's shocking that Nunez is not even yellow carded for that challenge. Just took a player out of the game with that challenge. Oh, Jones hits it with her head. She does everything in her power for her team. Aquila pops the ball up. That's Giselle Thomas. Cueto tries to kick it away. Now Aquila switches field. That's number 3. One who's put her team in the lead in this game. Wow, she is fast. She keeps the ball in, and now she's going down the right side of the field all by herself. She's got no one even near her. Oh, she just maybe ran out of energy there at the end. Kicked the ball away. I think she had a few more touches to take in the box, get closer to goal. Anyway, FCS saves the ball. Jones in the middle of the park, stepping on the ball, slipping on it, but getting it away to Hernandez. And Coral Shores has put their striker, number 11, all the way in the back for more defensive security. Oh, Nunez collides with the ball, and this is going to somehow stay in bounds. She's got Chang at the back post. Really, you've got to challenge. You've got to take advantage of this opportunity of a player wearing a penny and no goalie gloves is standing in goal in the last 5 minutes of the game when you're down a goal. FCS has got to take their chances. Oh, this will be a goal kick, actually. That really worked out in Coral Shores' favor as it took off about 15 seconds of the clock. Those do add up in soccer. Here's the goal kick away. Aquila will give it out for a throw-in. Coral Shores running with 3 center backs right now. There's Jones on the other end of the field. She clears it as a defender was approaching her. There's Kirsten and Nunez challenging. Amador couldn't get the ball away. Here's number 3. Amador gets the ball back. Tries to pass to Aquila. It's intercepted. There's Cueto who kicks it downfield. Number 11 who recently switched to center back in this game. Both teams making really radical adjustments to put themselves in a position to win this game. Thomas, what a throw that was. And number 10 is absolutely distraught on the ground. She took that throw in straight to her chest from Thomas.
No, I'm saying not as in there. I'm saying you guys are supposed to do it because what you want to do is you want to stay more focused. And right when it's here, you zoom out. Right when it's here, you zoom out over here, you zoom in. But also you need to make sure you're smooth with it. You can't just be like shaking. Watch how I do this.
Oh, the ball's in. Some of the players didn't even know it. There's Nunez trying to get the ball to the right corner for Chang. FCS have really got to take a chance on goal. They have someone in goal not even wearing gloves. This will be a throw in deep in the corner on Coral Shores' side. FCS really locking it in here. Nunez will put it on goal. Oh man, it's caught by the Coral Shores keeper. And their fans that are in attendance are absolutely going wild right now. She'll punt it away, not the best punt. Oh, Chloe Chang could not turn it around. She's in pain, playing through the pain on senior night. Oh, there's Bonilla, who had to take the oncoming attack from number 3 of Coral Shores. Nunez fighting around, gets it to Chang. I don't know, she's just gonna take a shot on goal. Oh, and Chang's still down on the ground. Looked like a last-ditch effort from her. I think she's coming out of this game. I don't even think she can stand up. She's still on the ground. Maybe a cramp. I think she's trying to stay in this game. I think that's why she didn't go off the field. This last 20 minutes of this soccer game has ended up being this last, I don't know, 50 minutes. It feels like it's going on forever. Now you know why they leave the clock running in soccer. It's obvious she's not faking it. There's really no benefit for her to be doing so. No time wasting necessary. There's 1 minute and 23 seconds left on this clock. Technically not official time. It wouldn't be the first time a high school referee treats it as official time. I have my fair share of experience of referees really pulling some cheese with the clock in soccer. And ultimately, Chloe Chang is going to be helped off field by two people. She's going to take the long walk all the way to her bench in the opposite corner of the field. I think they're just going to pick her up. Yeah. So number 4, Ashlyn Nunez, came on to replace her, as her senior night is cut a bit short. So we'll resume play. FCS really has, I think, the best opportunity they've had all game. The best situation they could ask for right now, with a non-goalkeeper in goal, not even wearing gloves. Number 11 will just boot this ball out for a throw-in. Better than losing the ball in play. Bonilla throws it to Amador. Now Kirsten. It's at Nunez's feet. She just kicks it downfield. It's eventually caught by this player who's really excited to be getting a couple catches in goal, a couple saves. Okay, Thomas has come all the way back. There's 45 seconds left on the clock. Thomas chucks it downfield for Amador, and Nunez falls to the ground there. She was doing her best to block the Coral Shores player from getting it. Here's Thomas. Couldn't get the ball to Amador or Nunez. Excuse me. Both Nunez's, that is. Here's Abby Nunez. And she's just going downfield by herself on the left. Can she get past this one? Oh, she was trying to put Nunez through. There's 10 seconds left on this clock. Really, there should be several minutes out of this game, as earlier in the game, the referees were late to stop the clock on a play. Oh, Nunez just barely touched it to keep it in. And Coral Shores really celebrating this one. FCS doing what they can to console their senior players. This game ends 2-1. Coral Shores wins 2-1 over FCS on senior night. A great display of skill from players like Esther Jones, a senior, Victoria Bonilla, and Chloe Cheng. Unfortunately, couldn't win it, but an entertaining game nonetheless. Thank you for watching. This has been brought to you by FCS Media, the FCS Media Department run by students at FCS. I've been your play-by-play commentator, Jeffrey Swindoll. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.